What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well today. Today I've got a massive stack of books to go over with you guys. This weekend I went out comic book hunting. I picked up 35 issues for you, and they are pretty much all keys. Some minor, some a little bit bigger than others, but keep watching this video to see what I found. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. AR Comics here, and today I'm going to be going over my latest haul from this last weekend. I've got some awesome keys that I can't wait to go over with you guys, but before I get started on that, if you are new to the channel, I drop weekly comic book content, and if you want to join a community that's dedicated to comic books and raising awareness for mental health, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified. Every time I drop new content, you won't regret it. And before I get started on this haul, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has donated. Together, we've raised almost $500 for NAMI. That is incredible to me. Thank you guys so much for the donations, and stay tuned for my next giveaway. It's going to be coming up soon, so let's get started on this haul now. So one of my good friends came down to visit this last weekend, and together we went to about 3 or 4 different comic book shops in the local area, and I think we found some pretty good stuff. So start this off today, we've got Dark Horse Presents number 34. This is such a great issue to have in your own personal collection. I'm really happy I was able to find one, because you guys know I've been on a monster kick lately. I've been reading a lot of Predator, a lot of Alien, and this issue isn't exactly a key, but it is an early appearance of the aliens in a Dark Horse comic. But now on to this next one. This is definitely a key. We have Dark Horse Presents number 36. This is cover B, and this is the first time the aliens and predators met and they fought together. So I was really happy I was able to find both of these in the wild. They're pretty much right next to each other too. And while the issues themselves aren't exactly in the best of conditions, I'm still really happy I was able to find them. I got a pretty good deal on them. So I'm going to move these out of the way. And now we're going to be moving on to pretty much all Marvel. I'm sorry, DC fans. I didn't pick up anything over the weekend from that. But this first issue I'm going to go over, it is kind of a running joke in the community right now. A lot of people are trying to sell it for a ton of money. But in reality, I guess there is some nice spec value to it. I picked up, I think, 5 issues of it. They were all sitting right next to each other, and I got them all for, I think, $3 each, and they're all in incredible condition. I'd probably put it at a 9.4. The best one's probably a 9.6. I don't really like to say 9.8s unless if I'm like 100% sure on it. So first up, we have Darkhawk number 1. This is the first appearance and origin of Darkhawk. So as I was saying, I got this copy, a second one, a third one, and a fourth one, and these are all in incredible condition. I'm very happy I was able to find these, and let me know down low in the comment section what you think about Darkhawk, because honestly I do think it's a joke, but there's some solid spec behind it. So let's move this one out of the way. And now moving on, that's pretty much it for issues like that. We're going to be moving on to Star Wars now. I've got a good chunk of Star Wars, and then we're going to be moving into some Marvel superhero stuff. So this first one up today, we have Star Wars number 6. This is the last battle between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. This is such an incredible cover. I just had to take the post-it note off for you guys. So now with this Star Wars number 6, this is the last issue that kind of runs with the movie. So Star Wars number 7 is its own original comic. That's the first time that they're doing their own original thing. So I move this one out of the way, let me put this back on, and it is a newsstand too, so that's pretty cool. And it's honestly in pretty solid condition. I cleaned pretty much all of these books. I gave them a nice press. I didn't press this one yet, but I did clean it, and I'm very happy with the condition on that one. And now moving on to this one, we have Star Wars Screaming Citadel number 1. This is a variant. It's the first appearance of Bombanax, Varroa, and Vespanax. I saw this one. Honestly, I don't really know who any of those characters are, but I think it's a very gorgeous cover. I really like just how, I don't know, dark and kind of creepy it is. I think the drawing is very well done too. So moving on from there, we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple. This is the first appearance of Ser Junda. It's a former Jedi Knight, and Eno Cordova, a Jedi Master. Same thing. It's a beautiful cover, and this is cover A. I think the artwork is very well done on this. This is another series I haven't been reading. I've slowly been getting some Darth Vader issues, and those are the ones I'm actually probably going to be keeping for myself because I'm really interested in reading Darth Vader series. So let's get that one out of the way. Now moving on, we have Star Wars Age of the Resistance Kylo Ren number 1. This is a variant. This one isn't actually a key. So some of the shops I went to, I'm sure a lot of you guys think the same thing. I didn't have any signal when I was in there, and I wasn't able to look up if this was a key or not. I kind of thought it was, but I was wrong. I don't know why I mistaken this at the time for the Kylo Ren #1. It clearly says Star Wars Age of Resistance on it, so I picked it up anyway just to be sure, and I mean, it's nothing there. So now, moving on from that Star Wars, these next ones are going to be all Darth Maul. The first one we have, if you recall from my last haul video, I picked up, I think, the same exact ones. We have Star Wars Age of the Republic, Darth Maul. This is the variant cover, but not only did I pick up this one, I was able to pick up this one as well. This is the concept design variant. I think that's cover D. And so if you are interested in these issues, these are one-shots. This whole Age of the Republic, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Age of the Republic. These are all one-shots. They have a bunch of different characters. Make sure you check them out. The only other one I was interested in is I think there's a Darth Vader one as well. I could be wrong. I think it's a different series, but Darth Maul's pretty badass, and Darth Vader is the only other one I'm interested in, like right now. So continuing on with Darth Maul, we've got Star Wars Darth Maul #3. This is the first cover appearance of Cad Bane. I also found another one of these in my last haul video as well. I'm getting pretty lucky with some of these Star Wars finds. Personally, they're ones I'm very satisfied with, and the condition on this one, near mint. This, in my opinion, definitely a 9.8 candidate. Very clean cover. There's no dirt on it. I did give it a clean. I gave it a press as well. But the corners, very clean too. Just take a nice little look at that. So let's get that out of the way. And now this next batch of Star Wars is going to be all Dr. Aphra stuff. So first up, we have Dr. Aphra #1. And this is from the first volume. This is her first solo series as Dr. Aphra. And it's got the first cameo of Corn Aphra. So I was able to find one copy. And then if you recall from the last haul video as well, I found a bunch of these. So I was able to find a few more, so I was really stoked about that because they're all pretty much selling for well over cover price. So I got one issue, another copy, and a third copy. So now with these, in my opinion, they're definitely not near mint. Some of them have some spine ticks. These were all extremely dirty. These were some of the dirtiest issues that I've seen. I wish I still had the pads that I was using to clean them off with because they were absolutely filthy. They were disgusting. But if I do say so myself, I think I did a pretty good job cleaning them up. As you can tell, this is where it was all really bad. So it's bad right there, a little bit at the top too, and I don't know, looks pretty good now. I still would not put them near mint at all. They've got a couple spine ticks on some of them, and I know how a lot of issues, especially modern issues, they have some printing defects up at the top where it's kind of ripped a little bit, but some of them are a lot worse than others, not like the standard little tear. And then continuing on with Dr. Aphra, we have issue #2, same thing. This is from the first volume. It's the first full appearance of Corn Aphra and a first appearance of Rur. Very gorgeous cover. I'm going to set this one right here for you. And then moving on, this is also from the first volume, we have Dr. Aphra #9. This is the first appearance of Shadow University and Yonak. Another issue that I actually had in my last auction. It's pretty popular. A few people were bidding on it. So in my opinion right now, my take on Star Wars, as I've admitted in a lot of my videos, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I don't really have a lot of knowledge on Star Wars, but I've seen all the movies. It's stuff I was always interested in. I've just never given the comics an opportunity. I've never really gotten into them per se, but I think people are just eating up Star Wars right now, pretty much because of The Mandalorian. We can all agree that the latest movies, I think it was 7, 8, and 9, they were pretty bad, but The Mandalorian, everyone is just talking about it like no one's business. So everyone keeps buying up these first appearances in hopes that one of these characters actually hits off and they're mentioned or something happens, and now they just hit a home run on a very cheap book. So I don't blame them, but at the same time, I'm kind of trying to get into this series, but I'm on the same fence with them too. I'm kind of playing the spec game right now. I'm having fun with it. But next up, we have Dr. Aphra, #27. This is the first appearance of Volata Klam. It's an ally of Aphra. Another gorgeous cover. All these Star Wars covers are just so well done. And now these. So I'm going to get this one out of the way. Now, as I was saying earlier in the video, I went to a lot of different shops this weekend, about 3 or 4 of them. So I did not buy all of these issues at the same shop. So I didn't clear them out. I picked up, I think, 1 or 2 at each of them. And plus, it's already the next week. This book came out last Wednesday for New Comic Book Day. But we've got Star Wars Dr. Aphra, #7. This is from the newest volume. But this has the first appearance of Wendelphus. It's the leader of the Sixth Kin. And these are all in near mint. So I've picked up 1 copy, Second one, third one, fourth one, and a fifth one. I'm going to set that one right there, but I was able to find 5 copies of these in the wild post new comic book day. I know these were selling well above cover price on eBay that day. That I think it was 1 in 25 variant cover was also selling for a lot of money. Wasn't able to find one of those, but I'm happy I was able to get these. And if you are interested in any of these books, these are going to be going up in my next auction with Comics sales this coming Thursday. I believe it's 9 or 10 o'clock EST. If you're following me on Instagram, I'll have a lot more info about that on there. And you can definitely just hit me up in the comment section or DM me, and I'll get right back to you about that. But those are all the issues from Star Wars. So now we're going to be moving on to some Marvel superhero type stuff. Some of these issues I cannot believe that I found in the condition they were in the wild. So the first up, we have Hawkeye #1. This is the first solo with Kate Bishop and the first appearance of Ramon Watts. This is a gorgeous copy. I found this for cover price. I'm going to take this off right here. Just take a look at that. It is in great condition, nice and clean. And another thing, if any of you guys are interested in these and you end up grabbing them in the auction, I will clean and press them for you. Just hit me up about it and I can get that done. So we're going to put that there. So next up, this is one that I'm really proud of finding out in the wild. So we have Totally Awesome Hulk #1. This is the first appearance of Amadeus Cho as the Hulk, and it's the first appearance of Lady Hellbender. I was so stunned to find this, especially the condition it was in. I found it for cover price too. This is just such a great issue to own for your personal collection. And there's a lot of hype around Amadeus Cho right now. I talk about it in some of my videos. I'm really hyping up the new generation of superheroes that are coming up. You know, Miles Morales, Kamala Khan, characters like that. And Amadeus Cho fits that bill. In my opinion, he's definitely going to be landing himself on Disney Plus at some point. See if you can find yourself one of these copies. So moving on from there, this is another one. Couldn't believe it, and I already have one in my PC, but it's not in that great a condition. It's got a tear on the back cover, and you know, it's got some spine ticks on there, and just not the best. But we've got first appearance of Starling. This is the Battle Lines variant of Miles Morales, #6. It is cover B, so it kind of sucks. It's not that cover A. But I just want to talk about this real quick. So let me get your opinions on this. So obviously this is the first appearance of Starling. It's what the community deems as the first appearance. It's what's on Key Collector. It's what everyone is talking about. But we have to agree that in issue 5, she makes her appearance. And not only does she make an appearance, but she even says her name and says, "You can call me Starling." I could be wrong on this one, but I'm almost positive that final panel where she says that is the first panel of this issue. So, like I said, I could be wrong about that, but if I am right, wouldn't that truly deem her the first appearance in issue 5, not 6? Either way, I've got numerous copies of both ones. It's one of those books that I just want to be prepared for, just in case if they ever decide to change their mind and make the first appearance in issue 5. But either way, I'm very happy I was able to find one. Found it for cover price too. So now with these next few issues, this is another character I'm definitely hyping up a little bit. First up, we've got Riri Williams, Ironheart #1. This is just her first solo series, so it's not exactly a big key or any real key, but Riri is getting some hype around her. She is getting talked about a lot more. She's definitely going to be finding herself on Disney Plus. I think she does actually have a show lined up. I think her character is casted. So as I was saying, this is the first solo series of her. The shop I went to, they did have the variant. I forget what the variant was, but it's selling for about $20 to $25 on eBay. He didn't sell it to me. The owner wasn't actually there, and he wasn't sure if it was part of somebody's pull list. I don't think it was, but either way, I'm definitely going to be going back to see if he'll sell it to me whenever the owner gets there. So I'll move that one out of the way. And next up, this one actually isn't a key, but I wasn't sure if it was at the time. And plus, it just fits with the rest of the series. We've got Riri Williams, Ironheart, #5. This is cover A. As I was saying, nothing too special about it, but I'm happy I was able to pick one up. And now, this is another one that's definitely gaining some hype right now. We've got America #1. This is America Chavez's first solo series. This is a beautiful copy of it. Just going along the sides, I'm going to take this off for you. There are no spine ticks on this cover. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm really excited to see her as a character getting some more, speculation around her. I love all these new characters coming out I'm just kind of tired of seeing the same thing from Marvel. I love Spider-Man, I love the Avengers, all those characters, but you know, sometimes it's nice to just see something else make its way into the mainstream. And now, moving on from America Chavez, we've got Death of the Inhumans, #1. This is the first appearance of Vox, who later becomes Vox Supreme, and I think that becomes Vox Supreme in like issue 13 or 12 or something like that in the newest Captain Marvel run. And this book, while the front of it does look very good, this back is absolutely horrendous. I did not take it out of the bag and board when I was there. I thought, you know what, it's in the bin. It's like $4, whatever, or $5, whatever the cover price is. $5. And it was a little dirty on the front, so I thought, you know, I could probably just clean it up, make it look pretty. The back has so much color rub, it is unreal. This is just something I'm going to be keeping for myself, I think, at this point. Maybe I'll sell it, but it's going to be just a couple bucks. It is a nice first appearance, though. So after that, these are the last set of books that I have for you today. This is all going to be Miss Marvel. I'm so happy I was able to find these. I was really pumped about pretty much all of these books. Star Wars ones I was happy about, but personally, my knowledge isn't all there. I haven't read a lot of those characters and series, but the Marvel stuff, I'm pretty up to date with. So now we've got Miss Marvel #1. This is the first issue of Volume 4. Such a beautiful cover. This is in great condition. It does have a little bit of color rub though, so that does suck. But moving that one out of the way, this is a nice one that I found. This one also has slight color rub on the cover. Definitely sucks. It is Miss Marvel #12. This is the first appearance of Red Dagger, who is rumored for Disney Plus. Such a great copy to own, especially if it's just sitting there in the back bin. So, just my opinion. I know everybody's different. I know comic shops are a lot of work. There's a lot of just work that gets put into running one. But if I owned one and I had, say, for example, 15 to 20 long boxes of books, I know it's probably a small amount. I don't know. You guys know I'm stationed in Oklahoma. Some of these comic shops are a little bit on the smaller side, but I would be up to date on things. I would always be checking out trends. I'd be checking out the news. I would always be going through those back bins to see what I have now that is now worth a lot of money. I don't know. That's just me personally. I really like keeping up to date with this stuff too. But I found literally all of these in back bins, and they're all selling for well above cover right now. But I don't know. That's just me. Move that one out of the way. And now we've got another Miss Marvel first appearance. This is issue number 19. This is the first appearance of Discord. Not a crazy first appearance, but first appearance nonetheless. And now moving on to the big issue of the day. This obviously was not cover price. I spent a little bit above for it, and by a little bit, quite a bit. We've got Miss Marvel #1. Look at this beautiful copy. This was a wall issue, obviously. It's in Mylar. It's in absolute beautiful condition. There are no spine ticks on it. The only problem is that there is some color rub. It's obviously not going to be a 9.8. I'm going to put a little bit more work into cleaning this up. I'm going to give it a nice press, although it does look pretty good as is, but it's probably, in my opinion, going to be around the 9.4 area, maybe a 9.2, definitely above a 9 though. But either way, I'm really happy I have one of these in my collection. As I was saying earlier, all of these books are going to be going up in my next auction with Comic Sales this Thursday on his Instagram. This one, however, I'm going to be sending off to CBCS. I'm really hoping I can get a 9.6 out of this. That would be great for my collection piece. So what do you guys think? I picked up a ton of issues this past weekend, and I think I found some pretty good stuff. Let me know down low in the comments section what your favorite issue was I picked up this week. I would love to talk about it. But thank you for watching my video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my upcoming content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. You won't regret it. And I've got 2 more videos sitting off to the side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.